What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Joey Jr. 93, aka that White Cracker 93, aka Zombie Boss 93, and of course, Best in the World of Zombies. But you already know that. And I'm tired. Never changes. Like tonight, I'm actually really tired for some reason. I don't know what I did. Whatever it was, I'm just tired. Like, really tired. So, I did not, sad to say I did not go to midnight release for Call of Duty Ghost, but I gotta give you guys the raw results regardless, cause I'm a badass. So I'm a badass over here, Billy Gunn. So we got the raw results for November 4th, 2013, and before I get into that, gotta talk about the match. So this is match 2 in the United States Championship Tournament, and it's between Dean Ambrose, part of the Shield, and Eddie Guerrero, the boss over there. So, in the last video, it was Randy Orton versus Hulk Hogan, match 1, and Randy Orton won. So, whoever wins this match will face Randy Orton for the United States title. So, alright, so, once again, got the raw results for November 4th, 2013, and that's how it goes. First of all, my boy, CM Punk just walks out, because he is a badass. So, he's walking out, he's pissed, because they showed a recap of last week that the Wyatt family just beat up CM Punk. And then, we find out that CM Punk wants some action, he wants to beat up someone from the Wyatt family. So, Luke Harper steps up, and I have to say, this match was really good. It was going back and forth, CM Punk, kicking away, does a lot of springboards, drop kicks, clotheslines, neck breakers. Punk already, the best in the world. He had like a lot of stuff. He just did a lot of stuff, and I have to say, Harper, he went pretty hard, won't lie, but in the end, CM Punk won, doing like a cheap roll up for the win. And then that's it. After the match, of course, they all come and beat the hell out of Punk. Well, actually, just Rowan comes. Rowan comes, and then Harper helps him 2-on-1 assault. And then Bray Wyatt is just sitting there. And then Daniel Bryan comes out with a steel chair, and then, hits the Wyatt family, and then they all just like back away. And then, so this might set up to be a good team over here. CM Punk and Daniel Bryan versus the Wyatt family. I don't know what's going to happen. The Survivor Series is a couple weeks away. So we'll find out what happens. The next thing is we have footage from Triple H's recent interview with Michael Cole. Talking about that he banned Big Show for life. Just stupid stuff. Then we have a poll that the fans can vote. Who will be Randy Orton's opponent tonight? It's either Dolph Ziggler to show off. It could be Miz, the awesome one. Or it could be Biggie Langston. I don't know what to call him yet. But he's a badass too. And then, I think the main event, once again, it's the same as Friday. Fucking, what is it? Damian Sandow and the Real Americans versus John Cena, Goldust, and Cody Rhodes. And then after that, we see some more footage of Daniel Bryan saving CM Punk from the Wyatt family, and then Renee Young, one of the new announcers, she interviews CM Punk, and CM Punk knew, he said that it wasn't going to be a fair fight, but CM Punk didn't know that Daniel Bryan also has issues now with the Wyatt family. CM Punk thought he was the only one. So, I don't know, we'll find out what happens there. And then we have Michael Cole going live on the phone with Paul Heyman. And Paul Heyman says that he's in Europe. And he has a lot of injuries from the Hell in a Cell. and Paul Heyman saying that he has spine trauma, bruised vertebrae, and some other injuries. Oh, Paul Heyman. Tisk, tisk. And then, the WWE Universe is like, oh well, so be it. Because they can care less about Paul Heyman. And then Michael Cole says to Paul Heyman, oh, are you crying? And then Paul Heyman just hangs up. That's it, done. And then the next match, not even a match, Ryback versus the Great Khali. Ryback just beats up Khali a little bit. Then, Ryback does the knee hook clothesline. And then that's it. Ryback wins. After the match, as Ryback's leaving the ring, Santino and Hornswoggle come to check on Khali. And then Ryback comes back and then beats up Santino and sends him into the fan barricade, which is pretty funny. And then we get like an old scene how the Big Show, he helped Cody Rhodes and Goldust win the tag team titles. And after that, the next match, Kofi Kingston versus Alberto Del Rio, not even a match. Kofi Kingston, the high flyer that he is, does what he does. He almost won. He did a cheap roll up, but it was only a 2 count. And then Del Rio counters after that and does the cross arm breaker, and Kofi taps out. So Alberto Del Rio wins. And then we still, we're looking at Big Show versus the Authority feud, because Big Show still has beef with the McMahons and Triple H and stuff like that. And now that he's banned from ringside and banned from the WWE for life, that's it. He can't come. That's it. He's done. I don't know what's gonna happen. I hope a Survivor Series, Triple H versus Big Show. Probably not gonna happen, but you never know. And then after that, we're finding out, who's gonna face fucking Randy Orton. And we find out that it's Big E Langston. So, that leads to the next match. And then before that, we see John Cena tweeting about the Boston Red Sox player David Ortiz. And we see some photos of David Ortiz wearing a replica WWE title belt. Because the Boston Red Sox did win the World Series this year, 2013. So, congratulations to them. And, John Cena is from, Boston, Massachusetts. So, Cena's happy, and I don't blame him. Because I was happy when the New York Yankees won. And that's it. That's how it goes. And then we have Randy Orton versus Big E Langston. I have to say, first of all, it was 75% of the votes that wanted Big E Langston. Big E Langston, he goes hard. He goes hard. Like, he gave Randy Orton a fight. But, it's going back and forth. And then, at the end, Big E Langston was about to go for the big ending. But then Randy Orton, he slides out and then does the RKO on Big E Langston. And then he beats Big E, so Randy Orton wins the match. And then after that, we get another look at Michael Cole interviewing Triple H. Triple H is still saying Big Show's banned for WWE for life. And then we see Big Show knocking out Brad Maddox, a couple weeks ago. And we also see Big Show driving a semi-truck into the arena before Hell in a Cell. So I don't know why we're showing all this, but oh well, so be it. And now we see some footage of John Cena versus The Rock in 2K14, just showing them beating each other up. And then after that, we have Dom and Summer Rae versus We Don't Know. And then out of nowhere, Tyson Kidd and Natalya come out, because they are together in real life. I think they're, both fiancés. So I think they're gonna get married. No, what the fuck am I saying? No, they got married already. Oops, my bad. Somebody calls mama. I forgot they got married already on Total Divas. I forgot. The match was going back and forth. The Divas were going at it. And then Natalya does the sharpshooter on Summer Rae, and then she taps out. So Tyson Kidd and Natalya win. And then after that, we have Renee Young interviewing Damian Sandow about John Cena and the title, world title. And then we have Zeb Coulter walking out with Jack Swagger and Tony Cesaro, because, you know, they're the real Americans. And then Zeb Coulter, you know, is talking shit. You know, Damian Sandow was talking shit. You know, he was pissed that, you know, he cashed Money in the Bank and lost. So now he's the second superstar to fail. The first one, ironically, being John Cena. But John Cena gave CM Punk a warning. You know, so it was a legit match. But, you know, if Cena would have played dirty, he would have probably won that match against CM Punk. But, oh well, so be it. And then, John Cena comes out, and then he's talking about Rise Above Cancer and Susan G. Komen, because, you know, it's well, Breast Cancer Month was October, but, you know, Cena wants to help raise money, and the WWE also wants to help raise money for breast cancer, so, you know, they support breast cancer. I support breast cancer, because, you know, it's fucked up that, you know, what's going on with people. You know, it's not right that, you know, they're getting cancer. You know, that's really not fair, you know, because it's sad. You know, like, you find out that someone has breast cancer or any kind of cancer, you know, you feel sad about that. Even if you don't know the person, you know, that's not right. People don't deserve that. And that shit gets me mad that they don't have a cure yet. They have treatments, but no cure. And this video is almost over, so I gotta really finish. Alright, the main event, once again, was like on Friday Night SmackDown. John Cena, Cody Rhodes, and Goldust versus Damian Sandow, Jack Swagger, and Tony Cesaro. So, you know, match was going back and forth. You know, people using their moves on each other. Long story short, because the video's coming to an end. John Cena does a crossbody on Antonio Cesaro. Goldust does his finisher, the final curtain, on Antonio Cesaro, and goes for the pin. And then they win. So Cody Rhodes, Goldust, and John Cena win the match. And then after that, Del Rio looks on from ringside. And Zeb Coulter is trying to, like, you know, trying to recuperate Jack Swagger and Antonio Cesaro. And then, after that, oh, that was not the main event. Fuck! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's so many matches. I forgot. It's 3 hours. Alright. Damn, I gotta do this. The next match was Dolph Ziggler versus Curtis Axel. Back and forth. But Dolph Ziggler does a zigzag and he wins. The next match was the Usos versus two members of 3MB, Heath Slater and Drew McIntyre. The Usos won with that splash. The Bella Twins and Eva Marie versus AJ Lee, Tamina Snuka, and Oksana. So 6 Diva tag team match. Eva Marie does like a cheap pin or whatever, and then she wins the match for her team. And then the main event was Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose versus Big Show 4-on-1. Big Show won via disqualification because they hit him with the steel chair. And after that, Kane comes out, and now it's a 5-on-1 Shield Tactics. And they just beat the fuck out of Big Show. I'm sorry that I'm doing this short because the video's almost over. So here's your winner, Eddie Guerrero, Latino Heat. And this video and commentary is coming to an end. So this is Joey J93, aka you know it already. I hope you guys liked the video. And show off.